This is the card we're going to be doing today. Isn't it cute? I love this set. And this is, I did it to make it look like there is an ornament in a tree. I hope you could see that. And it's also a shaker card. Isn't that cute? And it stands up. So I think I've covered all the bases for my requirements for a card. So we're going to get started. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it's actually fairly easy once I show you a few tricks. So what I did is on this one, I have two prototypes here. I measured down 1 inch here and 1/2 inch here, and then I lined up my circle from, hold on. For some reason I put this behind me instead of beside me. This is the Stylish Shape dies, and it's the next to the largest, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th from the smallest. And I put it there, ran it through the cut emboss machine, and cut it out. And then all you have to do is erase those lines. So, and then this is 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So I put it on here. I drew the lines around here so that it was be equal distance. I attached a piece of tape there and made it not as tacky. Then I put this here. Straightened it up. Made sure it was in that hole. And then I decided, I'll go where the truck goes. So I use the trucking along, and I use this one, this one, this one, this one, and the tree. Now you could use the presents. That would be cute too. I use the branch from Nested Friends. I use the holly from Christmas Classic, and I use the Wishing the Best and Brightest Holiday Season from Stars at Night. Okay, that is done. Still have this throat. So then I figured out where I was going to put my truck. So, whoopsie. I am not doing a good job today. I thought I had it lined up, but apparently when I switched the angles, I screwed it up. Okay, we have to start all over again. Black Momento. I think I'm going to color that just a little bit darker towards the bottom. That's one nice thing about the Stamparatus. Even though Stampin' Up! Doesn't have it anymore, there's other companies that do have it. And I'm just going to continue using mine, because I have this one and I don't want to purchase another one if I don't have to. There we go. That's perfection. Now, put that aside because we have that done. Now, I just have to line this up. And there we go. Better make sure that's clean just in case. There we go. Pick that up. Scoot that down. And now I can do both of these at the same time. And hopefully I've got it lined up. One never knows for sure. Yes, awesome. Clean that off so I don't get my hands dirty. Flip this over. Put this on top of this one. I hope I don't have my head in the way. There we go. I hope. I think maybe that one is lined up. We will hope. Okay, this is my Smoky Slate, and I'm doing the grounding for the truck. And this is my, I don't want real red, I want old olive. These are just mini spots from the catalog. We sell them. And then I just printed the label on it and I re-inked it so that it worked. So that I have the, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna take this out of here. I'm gonna clean that off. And put this back on. Now I'm going to use my, whoops, right there. You have to move these around because when I set this up, I set it up for the 3.5 inch square. I didn't set it up for the inside of the card or my envelope, but I will finish this all off. See? Then the ink. And I will have all three done without moving them. I will have just moved the location Okay. Now I'll get my black Momento out. Now I'm flipping this again. So one thing I liked about Stampin' Up's is that they had more than just two sides. I could buy as many of these plates as I wanted, which is awesome. There we go. And that's perfect. Now I'm going to do the envelope, and that I do the same way. I just decide, oh, I got to get my vehicle over here. And wherever the vehicle lands, then I just make sure that it's straight. Nothing like a crooked envelope or a crooked vehicle on an envelope. Which would be okay, really and truly, because it could be going downhill or uphill. This. And hopefully, perfect. Now I'm going to get rid of that and bring in my tree and wheels. See, once you get it lined up, it's always lined up, which is really nice when you're doing several things. I have stamp camp on Monday, so they will have it all lined up when they need to use it. It will make it so much easier for them because I've got it done now. There we go. Perfection. Now I'm just going to clean this off because, yeah. Accident? Me? Yeah, just waiting to happen. There we go. Now I put my chamois away to keep it wet. So I'm just going to remove that, and I have my envelope done. I have the inside of my card done. And now we'll just work on the actual card. Okay, where did I put everything? Oh, Cheryl. Cheryl. I am so good at losing things, honestly. Well, I'm just going to show you this, and maybe while I'm waiting, I have the salutation verse, whatever you want to call it. And I stamped it. There we go. I gotta clean that off. And put it aside. So what I did is I want this partial circle for at the top of my card, and I want the rest for at the bottom of my card. So I cut it out. And I backed it with old olive, just like that, so that you just come in here and you just go around like that and cut that down, attach it to old olive, and then you just cut around it again. And then you cut this one out like your swirly, and then you glue it down onto the green and cut it out. So that I've showed you. Put this back in here till I get to that point. Now bring these in, and I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to show you how I did the measurement. I use my silicone mat underneath so that I could see where my ruler went, and then it's just not quite half an inch, it's just slightly over half an inch. So then I lined that up. I took my pencil and I tried to make sure that this, by eyeballing it, was straight, and that this over here, by eyeballing it, was straight. And then I marked that and that because it's 3.5. Then I put the mark all the way around, flip this around. Well, I could do it like this too, or like this. Doesn't really matter. But it's easier for me if I do it over on this side. Then I just made sure that my pencil was right on top, and there you go. So now this is going to go in there, right? But first I am going to, I just had it. It's so hard to see. There it is. This is 3 inches. So I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to go like that. And then I'm going to use as sticky a solution as I possibly can. It needs to be really attached. And then that goes up because you don't want that in your on the inside showing. And I just went around in the circle. Oops. And then just make sure that there's nothing there. And make sure it's attached. think because I don't want to see it. And then this is going down as long as it's attached, and there's a good attachment there. Oops. There we go. Apparently had a little bit there. But anyways, put this away for now. And I'm going to bring out my branch. And now I'm just going to go back and forth with the branch. And I am putting this basically right there. And hopefully it's close enough that I can hang the ornament from it. Sorry about that. Down here. Now I'm going in here. And there. And now I'm going to color this. I'm using my, this is light old olive. And I'm doing the leaves. Oh, that's what I did. Do this before you attach the window sheet. Silly me. I got ahead of myself, like normal. What else is new? There. Hopefully that's all the leaves and I don't have to go back. I couldn't do everything ahead of time because I had to show you the steps that I was taking to do it. So it's like, okay. Going to be a little bit longer video. And I am sorry about that, but I can't help it. Whoa. So clumsy, honestly. So how's everybody doing today? What's your day like? Today's Saturday for me. And I'm trying to get this done. This video will be up on Tuesday because Monday is stamp camp. And Sunday, my daughter's coming with the kids, so I won't have any time to work on this tomorrow. So today's the day. Easy peasy once you get it going. It's not hard. And I did forget a couple leaves. I figured I would. There I go. Now I gotta find that lid. There it is. Sorry about that. So, put that away so that I am not getting into that. Now I'm getting out my Balmy Blue. And what I'm doing is putting that there. And because what I did is I did it all, then I cut it out. And I figured it would be easier for everybody if they cut it out first. Since I will be doing the cutting out and they don't do that. There we go. Now pop that out of there. And there's nothing on there. Yay! And I've got to clean that off so that I don't put my hands into it because, yeah, I am so good at that. If you stamp off your stamp as much as you can, then you don't get as much on your cleaning tool, and you don't have to wash it near as often if you just do that one little step. So now we're coming in here like that, but we are using the foam strips. Now what I'm doing is I'm going around the circle, And I'm keeping this just back from the edge. And I'm going around and around. I'm basically trying to get it on the stitch line from the die, because I don't really want it right at the very edge. And you want to make sure that you press this down really well. Now, if you're smart, you will use the embossing buddy before you attach this, but like I said, I get ahead of myself when I'm doing the video. And there. Now, it took almost the full strip, and I am just going to cut that little piece off. Then I'm bringing them together. There. Now I want this down on there really well. So I'm going around on the silicone mat. Now I'm taking this strip off because it comes off partially. And because it's marked there, we know where it goes. And you put it down. You make sure it's in the box, and it is. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the edge with dimensionals. I'm not going to do the very edges. I'm going to bring it in so that you don't see them so well. But I'm going to use quite a few of them because it's a whole great big sheet that I have to attach. And these I am putting underneath that. Oh, that one did not attach. Okay, there's my tweezers. I'm thinking maybe my picky tool would be better. There it is. Oops. I can do this on my with my fingers. So much easier and faster than with the picky tool, but getting them underneath there wasn't. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to use my picky tool to take these off. One thing nice with the black dimensionals, they let you know that you've taken the backing off them. Sometimes you miss it, and they let you know because they're black underneath and the backing is white. They're very handy in that regard. There we go. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, shoot. And I really attached that good. There I go. Oh, shoot. It won't shake if I don't put stuff in it. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. These are Sequins, they're old. They're I hope that sticks now. They're from last year, I think. But when you put it in a shaker, it doesn't really matter. Oh, you probably were sitting there, Cheryl, stop, stop. Oh. The only reason for doing it was to get a shaker card. Oh my word. And I didn't do the clouds. That's why it looks so bare. Oh well. It is what it is. See, this one has clouds underneath. Do as I say, not as I do. Sorry. Get those out of here. Now I am going to put this on the backing, and I am going to glue this here. Now on this one, I made it a little bit smaller than my first one because it was hard to see the old olive. So now you can see the old olive behind here. There we go. Now I'm just gonna press that there. There we go. Okay, now we're get this out of the way. Okay, I have a container. Yep, there it is. Now I am going to cut this down to 2. And it really doesn't matter which side you cut it off of. You could cut it off the other side, but just you could cut this one off. So I'm just doing it so you can see that either one can go off. But then you just gotta cut this one out, whichever one is left, and I'm cutting that back down. So put that aside and get my tweezers. And I thought by putting the holly on here, it made it look like it was an ornament more so than it did the other way. I hope it looks like an ornament to you instead of just a opening in the trees. That would not be good. Now I am going to place these up here. Now there's the berries. So I am cutting these down. I don't want to leave much of the stem of the berry at all. There. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to do this is 12 inches of Simply Elegant trim cording, and I am going to make it into a bow. So I'm wrapping it twice, then I'm coming up through the center, going to the back, and then I'm tying it. And pulling it tight, and then I'm tying it again, because this cord sometimes doesn't like to stay tied up. Now pull it the direction you want it to go. Now I'm getting a glue dot. And my dimensional backing, and I am making this into a little ball, and I am putting it right there, and hopefully this will not move back and forth, because if it does, I will put another dimensional on. I don't I like things to stay where I put them. I don't want them to swing. See? There we go. Okay, it's going to have another glue dot because it's still moving. I don't like movement. So I'm putting it right here. There we go. There. So what do you think? Now we're just going to put this here and this up here. There you go. There. That was a long procedure since I screwed up so much. I'm so sorry about that. Trying to hurry to get this done, and the hurrier I go, the behinder I get. There we go. So what do you think of my card? I can't seem to get rid of that dimensional. They're basically the same except for the clouds are missing, but I've kind of covered it up there a little bit. Yeah, it is what it is. Sorry about that. But I like this, that it's narrower, like it's not as big, so that the green shows as opposed to this. I really think this is much nicer in that regard. So let me know what you think. Do you like the narrower one? Or do you like the more full, the larger white that has been made into a with the tree branches? Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry again that I screwed up so much this time. But anyways, hopefully I'll do better next time. If you can like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, that would be wonderful. And hopefully next time it will be better. Thanks. Bye now.